Okay, please activate your camera.
Good morning po.
Good morning, camera on tayo. Okay, so on the first day, start tayo ha. So on the first day, so we're going to tackle about God's creation for today. So God created the world. Okay, God created this world to show forth and communicate His glory, that His creations, His creatures rather, should share with His truth, goodness, and beauty. Yeah, so that is the glory of from which God created. So makita nyo sa screen, let's try Keziah. What can you say about sa nakikita mo sa screen nyo?
Ang mga, ang mga animals.
Okay, there are animals. Okay, what else, Daniel?
Araw, buwan, ilog, tubig.
Yes, okay. Merong araw. Actually, it's behind the, what's this? Hippopotamus. Okay, nasa behind niya yung sun. There's the moon behind the elephant. May tubig din, ano? So ito yung mga creations of God, ano? So lahat ng creations of God or lahat ng ginawa ng Panginoon, ang tawag sa kanya ay creatures. Okay? Mga animals, creatures yan. Lahat ng yan. Let's try to review kung ano yung mga ginawa ng Panginoon. I want you to stay tight, relax, watch carefully, and listen. Okay? Watch and listen carefully.
Stories of the Bible. Creation.
Can you hear? Narinig ba?
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was empty, formless, and dark. But the Spirit of God was there. On the first day, God said, "Let there be light." And God saw that the light was good. Then He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness night. On the second day, God said, "Let there be a space to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth." God called the space sky. On the third day, God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." God called the dry ground land and the waters seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout with every sort of plant and tree." And God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night." God made two great lights, the sun for the day and the moon for the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, and God saw that it was good. On the fifth day, God said, "Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind." And God saw that it was good. On the sixth day, God said, "Let the earth make every sort of animal." God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock and small animals, each able to have babies of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, to be like us." So God created man in His own image. He formed man from the dust of the ground. He breathed the breath of life into man, and a man became alive. Then He saw that the man needed a helper, so God put man into a deep sleep, and while he slept, God took one of the man's ribs Then God made a woman from the rib and brought her to the man.
Hello.
Hi.
Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and rule over it. Rule over the fish in the sea,
Hello, Will.
the birds in the sky,
Hello, Bird.
and all the animals that scurry along the ground." Then God said, "Look, I have given you every plant throughout the earth, and all the fruit trees for your food, and I have given you every green plant as food for all the animals." Then God looked over all he had made, and he saw that it was very good. So the creation of the heavens and the earth and everything in them was done. So on the seventh day, God rested from all his work, and God blessed the seventh day and said it was holy.
All right, so ayun ano, napanood niyo yung God's creation. So how many days did God did these creations? How many days?
7 po.
7. 7 po. 6.
Dalawa sagot. Who said 6? Who said 7? 7 muna. Who said 7? 7 for RG. CJ. Sino namang sabi ng 6 days? Puput for 6
Wait
days.
lang po, lilipat lang po akong pwesto. Mahina po signal ko.
6
6
days.
days for Sophia. How about Daniel? 6 days or 7 days? Wala, hindi wala. Okay. Nakita niyo no? So, sa ating vision, nagtrabaho ang Panginoon pa sa pagkikreate ng buong mundo, ng kalawakan at ng tao in 6 days. Kasi on the 7th day, nagpahinga siya. Okay? Nagpahinga ang Panginoon pagdating ng ikapitong araw. Yan. So, ang kapapansin natin, mahal na mahal tayo ng Panginoon, bago niya nilikha ang tao, i-provide muna yung pangangailangan natin. Diba? Yung first 5 days, lahat muna ng needs i-provide ng Panginoon before niya gawin ang tao. Okay, balikan natin ha. On the first day, yan, nakita na sa screen, on the first day, ano nilikha ng Diyos?
Light.
Light, yes. Kasi nung, so before, many years ago, God created the earth. He made it a place for all of us to live in. And first, we know that earth is also a good home for all of the animals. So noong una, the world was dark and wet. Dark and wet. Madilim. There were no plants, no animals, no people. Only the light in the midst of the water, sa may tubig lang. And ang ginawa niya, nilikha ng Panginoon ang liwanag. So let there be light. Sabi niya gano'n, let there be light. So on the first day, so when God saw the light, sabi niya, it was good. So maganda to, sabi niya. And God divided the light from the darkness, called the light day, the darkness called night. Okay, so on the second day, God made a vault that separated. Ito na, yung second day, nagkaroon ng sky. Pinaghati niya ang sky and water. Kasi dati parang ano siya, magkarugtong lang yan eh. Kasi ang nangyari na ay what's this? As the lights of the earth's first day, so nag-fade, nag-fade yung liwanag, so nagkaroon ng gabi. So something strange and wonderful begins to happen during that night. So nagkaroon ng heavy moisture mist. Heavy moisture mist ang nangyari. Nagkaroon ng heavy moisture mist all throughout the earth. At yung tubig ngayon, unti-unting maangat. Unti-unti umangat. So napansin ng Panginoon yun. So sabi niya, kailangan magkaroon ng separation in between, kailangan magkaroon ng vault of space. So so ang tubig ngayon naging panatag na. Napunta lang siya sa kapantay lang siya ng ground. Okay, naging kapantay na ng ground ang water. Tapos naglagay siya ng space Sa ibabaw nito. So ito na nga yung sky. So yun yung day 2. In day 1, let there be light. Noong day 2, nagkaroon ng sky. Okay? Okay, day 3. Anong nangyari sa day 3?
Nagkaroon ng land.
Okay, ng land. Okay, meron lupa na noon pero hindi pa talaga siya totally lupa kasi wet pa siya eh. Wet pa yung kalupaan noon. So nagkaroon ng pagkakakilanlan ang kalupaan at karagatan. Okay? At the same time, sa kalupaan nagkaroon ng mga halaman at mga puno na namumunga. Okay? May mga gulay din na pwedeng makain. So that's on the third day. Third day. So first day, let there be light. Second day, nagkaroon ng sky, yung vault of space. On the third day, nagkaroon ng pagkakakilanlan ng lupa at karagatan. Nagkaroon ng halaman at mga puno na namumunga. Okay. On the fourth day, ano kaya fourth day? Okay.
Nagkamon po at saka sun.
Yes. Okay. Nagkaroon ng sun and moon. So, iba pa yung liwanag ng day 1, ano? Hindi pa talaga siya sun. Pinagliwanag lang muna niya ang earth. Okay, nagkaroon lang ng liwanag. So on the fourth day, dito na nagkaroon ng araw at gabi. So God created the sun, ang araw para magbigay liwanag at tanglaw sa maghapon. Okay? From morning till dawn. At gumawa naman siya ng moon para maging tanglaw naman sa gabi. Okay? Okay, based naman sa picture ulit. On the fifth day, ano nangyari on the fifth day?
Nagkaroon ng mga animals.
Nagkaroon ng animals saan nagkaroon ng animals?
Sa land.
Sa land.
Sa water.
Okay, sa water and sky. Okay? Kung papansin niyo lang, ang nakita niyo lang dyan ay what's this? Actually, all over the earth naman nagkaroon. I just don't understand bakit di sinama rito yung animals on land. Okay, so yun nga. I'm just reading yung passage. I'm trying to look for that. Okay, so God sent them in the dome of the sky, give life to the earth, rule. No, that's not. Dion. Okay, on the fifth day, sabi niya, and God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that has life. And birds, sabi niya, nagkaroon ng life sa ilalim ng tubig, and birds that may fly above the earth in the open dome of the sky. That is Genesis chapter 1 verse 20. Yon, and God created great whales and every living creatures that moves, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged birds naman after the kind. And God saw that it was good. So laging ganoon, laging it was good. Nung nakita niya ang liwanag, it was good. Nung nakita niya ang sky, it was good. Nung nakita niya nagawa na niya yung magkaroon ng halaman at puno, it was good. So it's all of them stayed there. Nung nagkaroon ng sun and moon, it was good. At nung on the fifth day, gumawa siya ng mga creatures sa ilalim ng tubig and sa sky. So sabi niya sa part na yon, ulitin ko Genesis chapter 1 verse 21, and God created great whales and every living creatures that moves, which the waters brought forth abundantly, and after their kind, after daw na magawa yung mga nauna yung mga creatures sa tubig naunang creatures sa tubig, and after their kind, every winged birds after their kind, tapos sabi nga ni God, and God saw that it was good. So nag-stay na uli ang mga animals. Okay, and God blessed them, say, be fertile, multiple, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply the earth. Okay, and the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Natapos si fifth day uli. Okay, so sabi, we cannot make animals that live, but God can. And God did. In his creative mind, every animal, every insect had its beginning, and at the sound of his voice, they sprang forth from the earth to do his bidding. Eh, ito na. Umabot tayo sa 6th day. Okay? Pagsapit sa ika-6 na araw, ano na inilikha ng Panginoon? Let's try RG.
Mga tao.
RG.
Man and woman po.
Man and a woman. So kung nga pagsapit na ika-6 na araw, lilikha ng Diyos ang tao. Alin na nauna? Lalaki, babae?
Lalaki.
Lalaki. Okay, so
Lalaki po.
pero siyempre, paano niya ginawa? RG's, okay. Si ano naman? CJ. Paano niya nilikha ang tao? Di ba napanood yung kanina? Paano niya nilikha ang tao? Saan galing ang tao? Saan? Ang itim nga ng tao ron kanina eh. Okay, sige. Who would like to answer? Aside from CJ. Okay, raise hand. No one? Okay, let's try. Sige. O sige, hula na lang, hula. Saan nanggaling ang tao?
Das.
Okay, Sophia,
Das.
the dust. Galing ang tao sa alabok. Okay. Ang tao ay nagmula sa lupa. Meron nga tayong kanta, nagmula sa lupa, magbabalik ng kusa. That's song by Gary Valenciano. So kinanta niya yun. Nagmula sa lupa ang tao, nagmula sa alabok. Yan. So, yun nga, hindi niya ito basta, ang tao ay hindi basta likha lang. Okay? Hindi basta isang pitik lang. Okay na, tao na kagad. So, ang may proseso, no? Nagkaroon ng proseso ang pagkagawa sa pinakaunang tao. Okay? So, dinais ng Diyos na, bukod pa rin, no? Sige, ganito muna. Before ko itutuloy, galing sa lupa, di ba?
So, wait lang po.
So, ang lupa,
Hindi
nagiging...
po ako nag-ano kasi wala po ako makita sa screen.
Okay, sige, go ahead. So, yung lupa, pag yan nilagdagan mo ng tubig, nagiging mud. So, ano pa bang products na pwedeng magawa sa mud?
Vase.
Base, tama, di ba? Pangpalayok. So, di ba pagka lupa, nagiging mud na, pwede mo siyang i-mold. Di ba? Na-i-mold mo siya. Pwede mo siyang ihugis. Gawa ng iba't ibang hugis, di ba? So, ganoon din ang ginawa ng Panginoon. No? So, from mula sa alabok, i-minold niya yan. I-minold niya yung lupa na yon, yung putik, i-minold niya hanggang sa maging kamukha niya. Okay? Tayong mga tao, kawangis ng Panginoon. Kawangis. Okay? Again, kawangis niya tayo. So, ninais ng Diyos na maging kawangis niya ang tao. Okay? Mula sa alabok, naging putik, lumikha siya ng kawangis niya. Okay? So, nung nakabuo na siya, ito na, nagkaroon siya ng isang creations, ng isang masterpiece. Kasi masterpiece tayo eh. Okay, nakagawa siya ng isang masterpiece, ano? Hiningahan niya ito. Hiningahan, ha? Hiningahan. So, binigyan ng Diyos ng buhay ang putik. Hiningahan niya at ito ay naging isang tao. Yan na. At ang putik ay naging tao at siya ngayong kilala natin bilang si, anong pangalan niya? Okay, kahit sino, anong pangalan niya ngayon? Sino yung unang tao?
Si Adan.
Adan. Okay? Si Adan. So sa English naman, sa English Bible, ang tawag sa kanya is Adam. Okay? So siya yung pinakaunang tao. So na ginawa ng Panginoon, ano? So ulitin ko from dust, mula sa pagiging alikabok, naging putik, iminold niya para maging kamukha niya, hiningahan niya at nagkaroon ng buhay, naging tao, at pinangalanan siyang Adan. Okay, so that's the first. Pero after Adam, lumikha rin ang Diyos ng isang babae. Okay? So kauna-una ang lalaki. So paano naman ginawa yung babae?
Sir, pa-accept daw si RG.
Si RG, pa-accept. Okay. I-join niya si RG. So yun na nga, no? Lumikha rin ang Diyos ng isang babae. So paano naman siya ginawa? Ang lalaki galing sa dust. Ang babae, saan naman galing?
Kidney.
Kidney? No, not kidney.
Sa rib.
Sa rib. Ba? Pag tinagalog ang rib, ano ang rib? What's rib in Filipino? Yan. Search. Ang babae ay kinuha mula sa tadyang ng lalaki. Kaya siguro ang tadyang lalaki kulang, ano? Kasi binabawasan naging babae. Ganun nga. Ang ginawa ng Panginoon, pinatulog si Adan. Okay? So, he put Adam into deep sleep. Nagkaroon ng operation, nagkaroon ng surgery na nangyari. Kinuha yung tadyang ni Adam. Tapos from that, from his rib, so nagkaroon na ng magic. Nagsimula na yung process. So naggumawa ng Panginoon ng isang pantao at ito naman ay isang babae na. So anong pangalan ng babae? What's the name of the new creation na after Adam? No one? Anong pangalan ng partner ni Adam?
Eva po.
Eva, yan, tama. So ito na sina Adan at si Eva. So sa English naman, ang tawag sa kanila si Adam and Eve. Okay? Tandaan nyo si Adam at si Eve. So we have 6 days of creation. Actually mali ang kasi sa ating slide 7 days of creation kasi on the 7th day ano nangyari sa 7th day na?
Nag-rest si Lord.
Nag-rest. And he said that this is holy. Banal ang araw na ito para sa kanya. So nag-rest na siya sa ikapitong araw. So 7 days of creation ang title nito. So let's just have a review, no? So first day, ano ulit first day? Okay, unmute tayo, unmute.
Light po.
Light. Second day,
Sky.
sky. On the third day,
Land.
land. Sa land, anong meron sa land?
Trees.
Trees, mga
Okay,
puno.
so pagka third day, pag tinanong sa inyo kung anong nangyari sa third day, hindi lang basta land ang sabihin nyo. So land, land and trees. Okay? Nagkaroon ng mga trees. Plants pala. Land, plants, and trees. On the fourth day, ano?
Sun and moon.
Sun and moon. So, the creation of sun and
Stars.
stars. Good. On the fifth day,
Animals.
animals on land,
and water.
air,
Water and air.
okay? On the sixth day,
Man and woman.
okay. So, kung gusto niyo naman, human. Tama na yung human. It's considered na yun, the both man and woman. And on the last day, on the seventh day, ano nangyari?
Nag-rest.
Yes, nag-rest na nga. Okay? So, ang gusto ko i-share sa inyo, pero ang tao kasi hindi basta hiningahan at binigyan ng buhay ng Diyos. Okay? So, God created us in His image. Okay, tandaan nyo lagi. We are created in His image. So God gave us body. God gave our soul. Yun nga, yung buhay natin. God gave us intelligence. Okay? And freedom. Freedom and all the things that we enjoy in our lives so we can share in His dream of perfecting the world that He entrusted to all of us. So binigyan tayo ng katawan. Okay, katawan. Binigyan tayo ng soul, yung buhay natin ngayon. Binigyan tayo ng kaalaman. Sana susulat niya. And freedom. Yung freedom na sinasabi dito ay power. Okay? Power to mold ourselves to become what we truly are. Okay? and also the power to rule. Tayo kasi mga tao ang kinikilalang pinakamataas. May pinakamataas na antas ng lahat ng creatures. Okay? Tayo ang pinakamataas na lahat ng creatures. Tayo ay may kapangyarihan. Kaya power, freedom. Kaya tayo may kapangyarihan over the animals, over the plants and trees, maging sa mga yamang lupa at karagatan. Tayo ay may karapatang gumamit na ito. Okay? So kung share din na magkaugnay ang intelligence and freedom. Okay? It is connected. So we have the power to chase and find the truth. Yung truth about God. So we have the knowledge, we have the choice, we have the power to chase to find the truth. So and to know who He really is. And of course, yung freedom na to, magkakaroon tayo ng sa freedom na to, intelligence, may chance tayo or meron tayong kakayahan para ma-distinguish what is right and what is wrong. And for those reasons, we are known to be God's masterpiece. Okay? So now that we know that we are God's masterpiece, we may say that He truly loves us. Sa tingin niyo ba, mahal tayo ng Panginoon? Okay? Diba, sabi ko sa inyo, before He created man and woman, create niyo muna ang lahat ng pangangailangan natin. Siniguro niya na bago niya likhain ng tao, lilikhain niyo muna lahat ng pangangailangan natin. So siniguro niyo muna lahat yun provided. Diba? Tapos siyempre, we are able to love and remain faithful to our dignity as human beings. And because of this, siguro naman it is just proper to follow our good conscience in order to be or of true service to others in bringing ourselves to deeper relationship with God. And of course, we must not forget to always give thanks to Him. Pasalamatan lagi natin ang Panginoon dahil sa lahat ng mga natatanggap nating biyaya. Lahat ng ito ay galing sa Kanya. Okay? Lahat ng ito ay provided ng Panginoon. Okay, I would like to invite everyone. Let us pray. Unmute everyone. In the name of the Father, of the Son,
Okay lang po ba? Maingay po kasi dito gawa po ng kapatid ko grade 1.
ready? Thank you, God.
Thank you, God, for revealing yourself in so many ways. Help us to see you more clearly in our world and to hear you speak in the Bible day by day. Amen.
In the name of the Father, Son,